almost at the I only got like one more thing. So we just gotta lock in and finish this last little part. So 50 shades freed after 90 minutes. It's really about to be done. So just this last little part. This is a little cornball, little stuff. I don't be watching Tubi. I don't be watching no Tubi. This little thing. It gave Tubi movie vibes. I was trying not to say that before. I didn't want to disrespect it. I didn't want to disrespect nobody, the movie or Tubi. But just from what I heard, I was like, man. Anyway, she talks to Christian. Now, Christian, of course, is going to know that this is happening. And he says, are you leaving me? He said he has. She don't. This and third. She's not telling him nothing. This and third. But he's like, all right, get the guy at the phone. And he says, do whatever she says. Da da da. Woo woo woo. So, she gets the money. I was like, bro, you better than me. You better than me, cause I will. Cause at first he was about to say, I'll be there in just and third. She's like, no, don't come. Da da da. Like. I was like, bro, you better than me, bro, because if they about to say they ready to leave and they want to break, you can, if somebody said they want to leave and they ready to, you can go. I am not going to fight to keep somebody in my life. I am not. If they asking that they want to go, they talking about they want, no. He said, you leaving me? It's like, bro, I would not have done, you better, bye. Let's get this done. Let's get this wrapped up quicker, soon. Once you're ready to leave, let's wrap this up. I need you to leave. Like, let's get going. Let's end this, bruh. I ain't, if somebody tell me, no. I ain't about to watch them, no. Anyway, so she gets the money. She gets another call from Hyde. And she was like, Christian's basically about to show up or Sawyer basically walks in. And she gets another call, or she calls Hyde. And then he's like, well, you got a couple minutes. And he was like, there's going to be a car waiting for you outside. And just as I heard. So she talks to the guy and she's like, take me to, I need your emergency exit and I'm going to need your phone. This is the smartest thing she did. So she ends up putting her phone in the bag of money. That's smart. Knowing how Christian is and him tracking everything, that's the smartest thing she did. She took her phone, put it in the money, and then she took the other guy's phone. She walks out. When she gets in the car, guess who's the driver? Remember earlier in the movie, there was like, that's not a man driving the car. That's a woman. Does he have a woman accomplice? Who's helping him? Now, also, if you do remember I said head of HR? No, head from HR. Remember, she was making little slick comments. You got promotion. You wasn't even here. What you know what they say? They do the little pension thing, clock that. She was like, you got promotion. You wasn't even here. You got to pick up on shit, the subtle, simple, slick. Like she said, I remember her saying that. I was like, bro, that's something so slick and stuff. There was other little things. Like just those other little conversations, you knew someone was a little off, someone was a little weird about her, right? So there's a blue Durango outside waiting for her that Anna has to get in. So when she gets outside, she's like, Liz? And so when she get in the car, she's trying to ask, you helping him? Is he paying you? Why are you doing this? Shut up. So Liz is the driver. I was saying that because remember that there was one time they thought it was Jack, but it wasn't Jack. When they was getting followed from the when they was coming back from their house, they were not whatchamacallit. They were getting followed. They thought it was Jack, but it wasn't Jack. And it was like, that's a woman driver. So they didn't know who it was. It was Liz. Liz is the HR lady. So, she's the whole thing. And mind you, just you got promotion and you wasn't even here. Like, so she's always been like knowing what's going on in this and the third. So Liz is Jack's accomplice for whatever reason. Liz is Jack's accomplice. Now, from there, like I told you, when she first gets into the car, Liz says, give me your phone. but she took the other guy's phone. And so Liz says, "Give me your phone." So she gives the phone, but then Liz takes the phone, throws it out the car, and drives off. That's why I say her putting her phone in the bag of money was the smartest thing she did. And then because when she got in the car, Liz said, "Give me your phone." She takes the phone, throws it out, and so it's really the other guy's phone. So Christian's in the back of the car. He's trying to figure out what's going on and whatnot. And then he's on some like, what does he say? Christian's like, okay. At some point, it's not, okay, Sawyer is Taylor. Taylor is, Christian's security and driver. And Taylor's like, "Sir, your sister also went missing." So Christian's like, okay, he made bail. The day he made bail, uh, he's like, "My wife is taking $5 million out the account, and my sister goes missing. You don't think this is related?" So that happens, and then after that, let me think. So after that, let's put a couple things together. So he was like, he says on the day that he makes bail, "My wife is taking $5 million out the account, and my sister goes missing. You don't think that is related?" So then they're looking at it, and they're like, he gets a call from Sawyer. Sawyer is Anna's security. So Sawyer is like, he comes to the alleyway and he was like, "Oh, remember Liz threw the phone and drove off." He was like, "Oh, they're driving in a blue Durango, this and that third." He was like, "She doesn't have her phone with her. They threw it out." He was like, so Christian looks at the phone. He was like, "Nah, she has her phone." And he was like, "It's still moving." So he still has the location. So, um, the so basically he knows exactly where the blue Durango is. So he's telling his car how to get there, and he's also on the phone with the cops telling them like, "Okay, this is where it's going inside third." So eventually it stops. They get to the location where Jack is, with Mia, and it stops. So then Christian was like, "All right." He's on the phone with the cops. He told the cops like, "All right, we're converging on the area in this amount of time, couple minutes or whatever." So it's not too long. And Christian is telling Taylor like, "Okay, go over here," like telling how to get there. So then it's oh my goodness, it's there's this quote. I'm just gonna throw this in there. There's this one quote that if you ever, it's like I forget. Oh man, come on. I'm not gonna say it all the way, right? If you ever get caught like in certain type of situations, you want to hope that it's like an evil person, because the evil person is going to like, you know how in the movies you're like, "Bro, this doesn't make sense. Why don't you just go ahead and just get the jump over with this and that third, boom, boom." But certain people, because I'm just say evil or bad, they elongate the sense of power over you. So that's the reason why you always see it in the movie like, "Bro, why are they doing all this talking? This and that, boom, boom." Because the actual person, like, if you say that that's an evil person, like, how do I say? Another person, they don't care about this. And they not about to talk about this and third. They don't need this power over you. They really don't care about you. You're eliminated. Like that type of person. The other evil person like gets off on the high of having power and control and whatnot. So technically, when Anna gets out the car, Jack start, "Little bitch, you took my life from me." So he slaps her, he punches her, then she's on the ground, mind you, she's pregnant, so he kicking her. And so Liz is like, "Bro, Jack, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that, da, da, da." But he's doing all this, so he's yelling like, "This is my life, and you done took, I want my life, hey, you owe me my life," and da, 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 da. He's like, "I should have been da, da, da." Like he's doing, but he also, "You little bitch," like he basically beating her up. Oh, this is, okay, there's this, and then I forget what happened. There's this next little part that happens, and then like she had also tucked a little pew pew in her back, what you call it. So she pulls that out, and she says, "Something, something," right? And then that's how, and Jack falls. She gets him in the knee or something like that. Mind you, hold on. This is cinema, absolute cinema. Not really. I do not mean that way. And this is not cinema, bro. This is so bad, bro. I don't know if it's a Hallmark movie or Tubi movie. This shit made it in theaters. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she makes. This is such a. Pew, pew. Where is, matter of fact, I have to show the prop. I have to. This is so. I am so whatchamacallit right now, bro. Where is it at? It ain't. First of all, she don't pull out one of these. Where is it at? Where is it at, bro? Come on. I haven't used it. Oh, here it is. She pull out. She got one of these, right? So she pull out one of these. It's not something, right? And then she gets jacking like the kneecap. And then the other girl also hits the ground too. How you, somehow, some way, somehow, some way, right? She does both of these. And then takes both of them out. And then before that though, Jack was like beating up on her, but there was no nothing. So this made, oh my gosh, bro. This made me, oh my gosh, bro. First of all, he slaps her, one. Then he punches her. When she's on the ground, she's like this. Oh, da 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 da. Like, so she covering her face, right? So, but nothing there's, like, you know, a makeup artist or anything like that, nothing's on her face or anything like that. There's no nothing. Like, this first little part, so when she first hits the ground, there's nothing. It's like, oh. And like, she's trying not to show her face or whatever, right? Then, so it go from that part, and then he like kicking her, punching her, stuff like that type of thing. It's not something, right? And then what's the next little part? When they finally like, cause mind you, they was showing scenes and her doing stuff, so like to cover up her face. And then when when you finally see her face, it's all bloodied and bruised up. And it's like, why'd y'all just put that there? From this one little scene to the next, and nothing else extra happened to her. Why'd y'all just put this there? Those are the things that makes it laugh and makes you be like, bro, you can't take it seriously. And it's supposed to be like the serious climax of the movie. So I laughed. I'm sorry, I laughed. That don't make me laugh at that point. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me right now. This is when, like, it's like you're doing stuff bad. You're doing it bad right now. So that happened. And then after that happened, okay, she's basically, you know, unconscious. And this part, and this ain't even making sense either. Now, she ain't in a coma, but she just a little, she not responsive and she not whatchamacallit. It's been hours, like days or whatever. And this is after she done made this shot. So anyway, they gotta take her to the hospital. She's unconscious for however long. Nothing extra happened for her to be unconscious. She made this shot, and then all of a sudden, she shot, and then all of a sudden she's unconscious. Nothing else happened. Anyway, this was just cinema. Pissing me off. So, that's what's happening right now. She's in the hospital. She's still unconscious. She hasn't woke yet. And Christian's talking to his mom like, "Oh, well, I thought she was gonna leave me and da da da." She's tenacious about the things she loves and da da da. Blah, blah, blah. His mom is talking to him, and I think that's Grace. So this is 50 Shades Freed after 90 minutes. So it's about to end. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish it and get one more segment off of this, bro. Goodness.